Hello, this is Peter Marzano with Big Four Sports, and I'm back to give you my predictions for the 3 and 6 matchup between the 3-seeded Vancouver Canucks and the 6-seeded San Jose Sharks. Now, this is an interesting matchup because you're giving your defending Western Conference regular season champions, now in the 3-seed, the Vancouver Canucks, who won the President's Trophy last year, facing them off against a team that's always in the playoffs yet never seems to have the success, the San Jose Sharks. Now, these are two very interesting teams, so let's just get straight to the matchups. Who do I like on offense? Well, let's look at what Vancouver's got. You have the Sedin twins, who are always going to be consistent scorers. You have Ryan Kesler, who, when he's on, is also a very good force for that team. Alexander Burrows. The Canucks have a great sense of just having a loaded offense and are able to really utilize that to be one of the better offenses in the league. Now, on the other end, you also have to look at who they picked up at the trade deadline. You get Derek Roy on there. You also have a lot more depth offensively, which is something that other teams really didn't have. Now, if you compare them to San Jose, then you have to look at what they have. Joe Thornton, Patrick Marleau, Joe Pavelski, Logan Couture, 4 high-powered forwards. But outside of that, you're really lacking everything else. Defensively, sure, you have Dan Boyle, you have Jason Demers, some good young defensemen. No, Dan Boyle's young, but Jason Demers, a good young defenseman who really knows his game. But at the same time, you're really looking at some struggling for San Jose on both offense and defense. Whereas on Vancouver, for the defensive end, I got to give guys like Jason Garrison, Alexander Edler, Kevin Bieksa, guys who know how to play. That's why I give Vancouver both the advantage on offense and defense. However, the same does not apply for goaltending, where goaltending have Antti Niemi, who I earlier predicted would win the Vezina Trophy. Really strong goaltender, and I really like him in this series. I think he's going to channel some of what he had when he won the Stanley Cup in 2010. So I really like Antti Niemi and the San Jose Sharks on goaltending, so I think that they will be able to outdo the Vancouver Canucks offense a little bit on that side. Special teams, I think they're pretty even. You have two teams that are in the middle of the road on both, so it's really tough to tell which team is better than the other. So I think they're an even match on special teams, but in the end, the Vancouver Canucks with a better offense and a more high-powered defense are just simply too good for the San Jose Sharks, regardless of their playoff woes. I think the Vancouver Canucks will win the series in 7 games. That is my final verdict. This has been Peter Marzano with Big Four Sports, b4sports.com. I'll be back with more predictions.